Hello, it's Vicky from Oh My Mama Body. How is everybody? Let's just wait and see for some people coming on. It's just hit 7 o'clock on the dot here. I'm currently in Mallorca. I'm having to fly back to the UK, so I am going via Mallorca. Hey, Elizabeth, lovely to see you here. So nice. Where are you all watching from? So like I said, I'm in Mallorca. It's been a very nice flight from Germany to Mallorca. Even though I have to fill in all hundreds of forms and take tests, it doesn't matter. I'm going to the UK to see my family, which is great. I'm looking forward to it. Haven't seen them for 2 years. So yeah, how are we doing? Please write in the chat and do stay on, because today I'm going to be talking about the giveaways. It's definitely about time I do some giveaways, because Oh My Mama Body has got a brand new website, which I've been working on for months to just really hit it on the, to get it right. So it's really easy to navigate and find what you want, and to really answer more of your questions on the website as well as on my YouTube channel. And there's going to be loads of blogs coming on there as well. So I love writing and as well as talking on video. So I'm just going to be putting as much information on there as possible to really help you. So I'm celebrating all of that. And YouTube, I hit 10,000 subscribers in May. And it's time to celebrate, because this is an amazing milestone from making my first video in December 2019, not knowing what would happen, to like fast forward to today and being able to chat with so many of you and just be part of your journeys, because that brings me so much joy. And it's so nice to see you here, Elizabeth. Sorry if I say your name wrong, Elizabeth, because I know it the English way, which is Elizabeth. Really nice, because you've been on my YouTube channel for quite a while now, haven't you? And asking questions, and we've written emails. And that's what I really love about it, is actually having those, even though we haven't ever seen each other, we still have that beautiful connection that all of this online social media and everything brings. So being online brings so many friends and connections, which I never really imagined would come out of it, but it really truly has. So do let me know how you are keeping. How's everything going with your pregnancy? How many weeks pregnant are you now, Elizabeth? That's just really exciting for you. I'm really just blown away for you. It's lovely. Do let me know how many weeks you are. I hope some more people join. It would be very good. Come and ask questions, because that's what I'm here for as well. I'll talk about the giveaways in a bit, so do take the time now to ask any questions, and I'm really, really happy to answer them. I've been doing my very, very best to answer everybody the past week or so. It's been a bit tricky because my 2 little boys have been ill, and then I was ill and everything else. But you girls are all very, very, very important. So that's why I make sure, even if it's like 11:30 in the evening, I go through and I try to make sure that I've answered every single question. And if I ever miss one, I'm really sorry. I do my best to catch up with every single one of you. Hi, Jessie. Hey, lovely to see you here. Elizabeth, you're 6 weeks already. Wonderful. Have you had any morning sickness kick in yet? I know you're having different symptoms this time. I am so excited to find out which gender you've got. Jessie, hello. I'm on my 2-week wait. No symptoms at all. Wanting to ask, how do you know you're pregnant regarding your cervix? Yeah, one of my favorite ways of checking for pregnancy. And I don't know if you've looked at my videos about how my journey was. I was pregnant 7 times, and in my very, very first pregnancy, the doctor, actually, the first thing he did was check internally, which was a bit not comfortable for me, but I actually learned, okay, then apparently that's the first sign of pregnancy, because he couldn't pick up the baby by doing a scan. on my belly. Now, since I moved to Germany, you have the internal scans anyway. But when I had that first pregnancy, I was in the UK and they weren't able to do an internal scan. So that's why he checked my cervix with his fingers. And that's why I know from the different gynecologists that I've been to over the years that that's the first sign of pregnancy. Well, basically, your cervix, well, think of, right, okay, we know our bodily parts, right? You have a vagina, and inside your vagina is the opening to your womb. Your womb is this shape, and it filters off into a, like this. That's what I do, that way round. And it ends up somewhere, maybe about this far up into your vagina, maybe less. It depends how long or short your cervix is. But the one very clear thing with your cervix is here, the opening. It can be very, very soft when you conceive. When you conceive, basically your blood volume, just as soon as your body realizes that you've conceived and your egg has, basically your fertilized egg has embedded, from that moment, the pregnancy hormones start going crazy. Yeah, they just, your body knows that you're pregnant and your blood volume increases by almost 50%. And that's what makes the cervix, so the opening to your womb, this bit around here, just the opening, that's what makes it very, very soft. So like literally overnight, your blood volume starts increasing. You might notice that you're more thirsty. Also, because your blood volume increases, you need more oxygen. That's why you might suddenly feel like you're having to take deep breaths. It's all connected to your blood volume increasing. So basically what you need to do is just check inside, right? Really lightly check inside. And it's easier if you're sitting down, perhaps on the toilet. Please make sure your hands are very, very clean, and just really gently touch. Now, I can really tell if it's very hard. I've had a bit more experience over the years. If it's the first time you're doing it, then check maybe twice a day if you can. Just make sure it's maybe in the morning after a shower, or in the evening just before going to bed, and you know your hands are going to be nice and clean, and you can do it nice and quietly in your own time. So that's the best advice I can give for now for checking your cervix, Jessie, and I really hope that helps you. Just let me know whereabout in your 2-week wait are you, how many days after ovulation, because during ovulation your cervix does get soft anyway, and then gradually it starts hardening if you haven't conceived. Okay, so just see if you can track it over time. Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. I'm good now. I'm good. I was a bit worried because I needed to fly, and I did have coughing, and then obviously you've got to check and do tests, but everything was good. So we're okay. We're okay. Hello, Ladley. Hi. I'm suffering in shortness of breath issues. Yeah. You're 7 weeks pregnant. Another lady's been writing about this week. She's having a very difficult time. If you're 7 weeks pregnant, what I just talked about with your increase in blood volume happening so quickly in early pregnancy is that you need more oxygen to fill that increased blood volume. So, you know, your blood carries the oxygen around your body, and when you've got 50% more blood being produced, you know, almost overnight because you're pregnant, then automatically you need to take those deeper breaths to allow more oxygen into your body. And it does take a bit of practice at first, and you need to perhaps sit very straight, make sure your rib cage is very expanded, and really mentally note and concentrate on taking those deep breaths. Perhaps even hold your hands above your head for a while. It's something you have to get used to with pregnancy anyway, because as your belly grows, the same thing happens. Things get squashed and it's harder to get that air in. So having the arms out to the side, you know, yoga exercises are brilliant for allowing that air in and also allowing you to concentrate on your breath. And once you've practiced it a few times, you know, maybe take 5 minutes every couple of hours, however you have time, and then just concentrate on taking those deeper breaths to really help you. And if you're still struggling, I'm not sure if you can get to the doctor for a blood test, but it's very important to check your iron levels. A lot of women have said when they've been struggling with shortness of breath that they've then had bloods taken and then their iron levels were quite low. So if you can drink, I don't know what you have in your country or wherever you are. I drank a lot of red grape juice because I live in a wine region. There's lots of grape juice there. Whatever you can find that's really high in iron, then put that into your body, because that really helps the flow of blood around your body, which in turn helps the oxygen, which in turn helps that feeling of shortness of breath. I hope that helps you. Hey from Birmingham, hi. Let me make sure I say your name right. Keratin, hi, lovely to see you here. You're 2 days past ovulation, feeling very hot today. Are you tracking your temperature like properly? Like take a note of it and track down exactly how it is going, so that you can see, you know, your temperature's anyway, it's gone up after ovulating, and if it's staying up, then that's a really, really good sign. And if you have watched my video about checking the position of your cervix, the one I just talked about before, check that as well, because that is an awesome sign. And if you feel any kind of one-sided like cramping, then that would also be an amazing sign of something happening. I know not everyone feels it. I was very, very much in tune with my body throughout all of my pregnancy experiences. That's why I give those tips, because those were the biggest signs for me that I'd conceived. So wishing you all the best. I really, really hope it's your month. And if you're on Facebook, come and join the Facebook group, Mama Meets and Midwife. There's loads of ladies in there on their fertility journeys, as well as pregnant and postpartum. So you're most welcome to come and join us. And everyone supports you by, you know, posting a picture of how your chart's going, how your ovulation tests are looking. If you had a pregnancy test and you're not sure, like, everyone's posting those kind of pictures and really supporting each other. So it's a lovely place to be. Let me have a look. Elizabeth, your husband got sick instead of you. Well, that's lovely when the symptoms get passed on. It's normally that the men start eating more, isn't it? And they kind of grow with you during pregnancy. Okay, well, that's great. If you can pass those symptoms on, I think anyone would be happy to pass their morning sickness over onto anyone else. I know your poor husband, but it's good to hear that you're not feeling sick. That's great. I mean, I know it's early days, so, but fingers crossed that things do stay great. Okay. Ophelia, I am within my 2-week wait. During the first week, right after my ovulation, I started having some slight cramping and a pinching pain. And now I'm 10 days past ovulation. Can I take a pregnancy test? Ophelia, how long are your normal menstrual cycles? Like when is your next period actually due to start? Let me know. And how were you tracking your ovulation as well? Was it just from the natural symptoms of your body, or were you tracking them with ovulation sticks? Just let me know. Normally by 10 DPO you could, but it really, really depends just on when that actual conception happened. Let's have a quick look. During the first week, yeah. Okay, I don't know exactly which day it was that you felt that kind of cramping, so it might just be a tiny bit too early, but those early predictor tests are normally really good. If you can get them, I don't know where you are, which country, but if you know first response or clear blue, those ones are really, really accurate if you can get them. And keratin, yeah, I had you, didn't I? I've answered you. And Jessie, I'm 5 days past ovulation. My cervix is soft. That's a good sign. It is a good sign. And just keep tracking it every single day, because if it stays soft, and you might notice it rising if you're going towards your period, it will get lower, and that you will notice that it's getting harder if you haven't conceived. So just keep checking it. You only need to do it after you've had a shower or whilst you're in the shower every day. That's all, and just see how it goes. I really wish you all the best that this is your month. That would be amazing. How do you know if you've reached your cervix? Well, your cervix, if you're sitting down perhaps on the toilet, your cervix, I use a menstrual cup. A menstrual cup, you kind of have to fit it over everything, so I really know exactly where mine is, and it's basically your cervix is kind of hanging down inside of your vagina anyway. Obviously I can't show you. It's that bit that hangs down inside of your vagina. So gosh, maybe you should ask your partner, because your partner knows. Your partner obviously feels where it is. So it's not like there's like complete emptiness. You have this. I think your cervix is also, it's a mouth. It's a mouth. So you've got this. It's just like your mouth. So it has a tiny opening in it as well. Sometimes it's closed, and when you get towards ovulation, it starts to open very, very slightly. So that's how you know. And so if you feel like there's a slight, there's something hanging down inside of your vagina and it's here, it's like a mouth, and definitely don't try to put your finger anywhere inside that mouth, because that would hurt. I mean, that's the only time that really opens up is when you're giving birth and you get the contractions and it starts widening. So I hope that helps you be able to figure out where it is. Okay. Yeah, come and check the Facebook group. That's awesome. And I know checking the cervix is a really new thing, and it's only something that I picked up because of the whole pregnancy journey, the fertility journey that I did go on. So I just love sharing it with others so that you can understand your bodies as well, because no one else seems to talk about it. But if you do Google it, then you will find that doctors do talk about it on there. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you for everything. Just love your channel, really helpful. Thank you as well to you too. I'm going to say I'm just really grateful for all of you for being part of my channel, and that's why I really want to do a giveaway. So what I am giving away to celebrate my new website, right? On my new website, you'll find more about the healing side of what I do. So I'm a healer, I'm an energy healer, a shamanic healer, and I work with the whole energy around our bodies. If you've heard of an aura, if you've ever heard of healing with the hands, perhaps you've heard of Reiki. These are the healings that I do, and I've been a healer since my early 20s. When I was a child, I always kind of knew when things were going to happen before they'd happened, and didn't realize that it was part of my healing abilities. So what I've been learning very, very recently with my amazing healer teacher in the US is something called womb healing. Womb healing is fantastic, and go and check out my website and read all about womb healing. I've got womb healing for ladies who are on their fertility journey, ladies who've perhaps had a birth trauma or simply after giving birth, or perhaps you've been using a coil or something, and all this kind of energy is still inside your womb area. We also inherit the womb energy from previous generations, from the mothers before us, and in that whole previous, family history, there's so much that gets passed on, and sometimes it never gets healed, and it affects us throughout our whole life as well. Sometimes we don't even realize it. So there's so much in there, and I explain it a lot better or deeper in more detail on my website. So that is one thing I'm going to be giving away. I'd love to give away one womb healing to somebody, which is 2 1-hour sessions. The second thing I'm going to be giving away is, I would love to do a reading. Is also like a healing reading. I work with angel cards, I work with tarot cards, and basically I help people with the past, the present, and the future, what challenges you might be facing in life, and helping you to take a positive perspective onto it, and how to basically move through it. So taking whatever problems you are facing and challenges and really helping you seeing it from a different angle so that you can step forwards and feel more confident about everything in life rather than being worried and stuck in a place of anxiety. And that's really powerful. So it's not just me looking at cards, it's everything else that I get from messages through the healing work that I do. And it's fantastic. And the third giveaway, the third one is basically I've been working online since 2 years. I left my full-time job last year. I was working in corporate as a project manager. I never enjoyed it. I hated sitting in an office. I hated missing out on time with my kids that had been such a struggle to have over all of those years. And then I had to go back and work in this job and pay a babysitter to look after them instead of me being there with them. So I decided, this is what I really want to do. I want to talk about my experiences and really help other people, and I want to step into it, which has been part of the YouTube channel and part of my website, writing books as well. And with all of this together, I've learned so much about online marketing and how to basically produce yourself an income online, as well as working in your passion and helping other people. Also, like making an income that is passive. So there's loads of tips that I've got for you and lots of secrets about how I've managed to do that. And that's what I'm giving to one other person as well, is to really show you how it is possible to change your life and have that time for your children that you really would love to have whilst working on something that you're completely passionate about. So that is a one-to-one session with me as well. So those are the 3 giveaways. Now, how do you get in with a chance? Basically, what I would really love is for a review on Google. So if you go on Google and type in "Oh My Mama Body," then there's the Google bit on the side and it says, how do you find Oh My Mama Body? Give them a star rating of, we don't like her, or 5, we really love her. And you're allowed to write a comment in there as well if you wish. Now, everybody who goes on Google and gives me a rating, please be a nice one, is going to go into basically the raffle, the hat, to win one of those 3 prizes as well. And obviously, all the comments and everything on YouTube that you give me, all the hearts, all the likes, they count as well. So I will be taking all of those into account as well. So basically, I'll put in your name in the hat even more. You won't just get the one time for the Google review. If there's, you're doing something else on my channel as well, I do notice it. I do get told on my phone. I've got the apps on my phone and basically I see what's going on. So I will put all those names into a hat, and then next week I'll be going live again and we'll announce the winners of those 3 prizes. I will write everything down in the comments again later. Just to let you know how to do everything, how you can find the link to give that Google review if you can't find it straight away. And yeah, thank you so much. Just really thank you to everybody who is part of this channel, because I really appreciate all of you, because it's all part of my journey as well. So you're all amazing. Now, let me just have a quick look if there's any more comments come up. Ophelia, I ovulated on the 18th of this month and my cycle has been 31 days, but it was 28 days last time. You're in Ghana. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can get those early predictor tests in your country. It's 18th now. That's, 10 days ago. Okay. I would say, honestly, if you want to really wait to get that positive test, then wait for at least another 5 days. If you can hang on in there, then it's worth waiting, and really notice how your cervix is feeling over the next few days, and just stay in touch. Okay, let me know how things are getting on. If you do feel any kind of symptoms going on with early pregnancy, then just come and have a chat with me. Reply to one of my videos and we can have a chat again, and I'll see just to try and help you as much as I can. But yeah, just hold on for a few more days before you get a pregnancy test. And when you do test, make sure you are testing with that first morning urine, that it's the strongest. As long as you haven't gone to the toilet during the night too many times, then normally your urine in the morning is the strongest to go by. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Keratin. I really appreciate that as well. Hey to Atia as well. Thank you also for popping on. Well, I'm going to be over and out now. It's been 25 minutes, which is ages for a normal life for me. And yeah, please check in the video details afterwards. I probably need about an hour to get everything on there. And do come and join me live again next week. I really, really look forward to, just from hearing from all of you and finding out how you're all getting on. Okay, good luck, everybody, and sending you all lots of love. Bye for now.